Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing lately. Netflix finally bringing 4K support to Google Chrome. But here's the kicker. It's not as straightforward as it sounds. Personally, I think this is one of those updates that feels like a step forward but comes with a ton of fine print. Let me break it down for you. First off, why does this even matter? Well, Chrome is the browser giant, dominating nearly half the US market. So, adding 4K support there seems like a no-brainer, right? But what makes this really interesting is the why now. Netflix has had 4K on Edge and Safari for a while, so this feels like a strategic move to keep Chrome users from jumping ship. In my opinion, it's less about innovation and more about retention, especially with competitors like Disney Plus and Apple TV Plus breathing down their necks. Now, here's where it gets messy, the requirements. To enjoy this 4K goodness, you need the premium plan, which is Netflix's priciest tier at $26.99 a month. And even then, it's only available on Windows PCs and Chromebooks. Mac users? Still stuck with Safari or Edge. From my perspective, this feels like a missed opportunity. If you're going to roll out a feature, why not make it accessible to everyone? It's like Netflix is playing favorites, and I'm not sure that's a smart move in 2023. But wait, there's more. Even if you're on Windows, your PC needs to be running Windows 11, have a specific CPU, Intel 7th Gen or AMD Ryzen, a compatible GPU, and a 4K 60Hz display. One thing that immediately stands out is how exclusionary this is. I mean, how many people actually have a setup that meets all these criteria? What this really suggests is that Netflix is targeting a niche audience, the tech-savvy, high-end users who are willing to pay top dollar for the best experience. What many people don't realize is that this update isn't just about resolution. It's about Netflix positioning itself as a premium service. By limiting 4K to the highest tier and specific devices, they're essentially saying this is for the elite. But if you take a step back and think about it, is that really sustainable? With so many streaming options out there, alienating a chunk of your user base seems risky. Personally, I think Netflix is walking a fine line here, trying to justify their price hikes while keeping their most loyal and wealthy users happy. Here's the bigger picture. This update is a symptom of a larger trend in streaming. Services are no longer just competing on content. They're competing on experience. 4K, HDR, spatial audio, these are the new battlegrounds. But what cost? If you're not willing to shell out for the premium plan or upgrade your hardware, you're left behind. This raises a deeper question. Is the future of streaming only for those who can afford it? A detail I find fascinating is how Netflix is quietly rolling this out. No big press release, no fanfare, just a support page update and a tweet from a user. It's almost like they know this isn't a game changer for everyone. In my opinion, that's a missed marketing opportunity. If they'd framed this as a democratization of 4K, even with the limitations, it might have landed better. So what does this leave us? If you're a Windows user with a high-end setup and a premium subscription, congrats, you're in the club. For everyone else, it's a reminder that not all updates are created equal. Personally, I'm curious to see how this plays out. Will it push more people to upgrade their plans or their devices? Or will it just highlight the growing divide in the streaming world? What do you think? Is this a step in the right direction? Or is Netflix overcomplicating things? Let me know in the comments. And if you take a step back and think about it, this update might just be the tip of the iceberg for where streaming is headed. Are we ready for it? I'm not so sure.